I'm going to be reading some fiction that I've been working on. Normally, I usually write poetry, but this summer I started working on some fiction because I was thinking about what was it like when I was your guys' age and wanted to remember that. And so I started writing fiction as a way to remember. So this is 2 sections from some fiction I'm working on now, but inspired by my childhood. This section's called Frank the Dogs. The neighbor's dog got out again this morning. His name is Frank, and he's a golden retriever, and he has the prettiest fur in the world. It's like the color of pumpkin pie, or like the maple trees and the color they turn when they get all excited in autumn and start bursting red and orange. Or it's the way those maple trees appear from a car window, red and orange leaves, and the dying brown ones too, and the bark and branches and every shadow and everywhere the light fills, every tone and the way each becomes another and another times infinity with the slightest breeze. How all of this swirls together when you drive past, and all you see are flashes of the single warmest color out of the corner of your eye. It's just like Frank running down the street. He's so beautiful, it makes me want to be his best friend. When I saw Frank this morning from my bedroom window, I ran downstairs and outside as fast as I could, because I wanted to be doing exactly what Frank was doing. I almost couldn't help myself. Sometimes I can feel in my heart and all the blood in me that everything is moving together. It feels like a song and more. And if I could make a map of it, it would look like a sheet of music, like all those parallel lines and notes weaving through them, each one a moment and a friend to all the other notes that become, when someone plays the piano, a family of memories out loud, like Thanksgiving dinner at Aunt Sue's house, and the smell of turkey everywhere in the air, the way the adults look at us kids and smile like it's their favorite thing to do, and my uncle makes goofy faces and we all laugh a lot, and how when we eat it feels like a prayer, and how afterwards, when all the food's gone, everyone's eyes are soft and sleepy and happy, how the dim orange light in the living room makes everyone look like an angel. When I see Frank down the block, I yell out, "Hi, Frank." I couldn't help myself. Because he's a dog, he turns around and looks at me quick with a big happy dog smile, and then he just keeps on running. And I respect that. I didn't want to interfere anyways. I just wanted to be as close to whatever it is that Frank lives as I could in that moment. I know I'm not a dog, and I don't pretend to be one. I didn't bark or race after Frank on my hands and knees. I probably would have done that when I was like 3. Is it sad that I'm not 3 anymore? I don't know. I must be getting older because I'm starting to have beliefs. I say that I believe in things. I don't have a lot of them, and I hope I don't need more either, but this is one that I do. Every moment is like a book opening and more. It's all there. Every detail of what it takes to be in the world, and it takes whatever is there at any given moment. It all belongs. And so every moment is also like a booger, like driving through a car wash, like summer camp, a clock ticking, a sandwich, looking in the mirror. Because I'm writing this down, I say that it is like these things, when really what I mean is that every moment is a booger and is driving through the car wash. I've seen it this way in flashes, but not right now, which is why right now I say like. I have to be honest about what I see. Otherwise, I'll start getting lost and forget things. And I have to mention this at all because I'm writing it all, even though it makes me sad, because I believe in something. I believe in Frank and in what I remember of him this morning, and I keep breathing. And because I keep breathing, because I'm breathing right now, I am right now starting to have another belief, which occurs to me in the form of a question. Oh, I've already forgotten it. I sat here for 20 minutes looking out the window, trying to line all my thoughts up like a flock of birds flying in a V, so that all the thoughts before this one could point like an arrow to an answer, and I would write it down and remember. But nothing comes. I'm just looking at a few actual birds in the sky, circling. I tried repeating the question, while looking around my bedroom, as if it were playing hide and seek with me. And then I started asking, what was the question? As if it could hear me and talk back. Maybe it does, but I can't hear it. I still believe in the question, and I hope it will return. That's as honest as I know how to be for right now. It's also why I'm sad and why I had to chase after Frank this morning and why I'm writing this down now. I don't understand why I don't always feel like a music note and why I forget things and why I couldn't just sit still by my window this morning like I like to do and not move a muscle. I call this sadness because I don't know what else to call it yet, but it's as wide as the bay. I don't know how deep it goes, and I don't know what to do with it either. I see things, and then they disappear, and then suddenly I'm in a classroom or the grocery store or in the kitchen, and I'm scared because everything in the room has shadows, including me. And at the same time, and this is what really scares me, it's just all out there, in the air. The gray couch and the piano against the wall and these tiles and Mom and her heels and the sound of their click-clacks echoing down the hallway, and then everything on the other side of our front door. The asphalt and the way it smells when it starts raining, and gunshots and smoke and people crying behind chain link fences and gasoline spills and animals getting run over by cars and the bay and the ocean and everything we can't see under the water. And I'm breathing it all in and out all the time. It's all coming through me, through my lungs. And I'm right here in the living room and it feels like I'm coming unsewn underneath my skin. Sometimes I think about it so much that I start to choke on my own breath. And then I gasp like a fish out of water until my dad comes in the room and teaches me how to breathe again. Eventually, I always get back to my body and breathing the way I normally do when I'm not thinking about it. But I'm not the same. I want to ask him how to catch my breath, how to live without breathing at all. But I must be getting older because I know somehow that he won't have an answer for me and that he'll tell me to just keep breathing. Thank you.